Hello and welcome back to the Bielsa Stand YouTube channel. It is a few days since that playoff defeat against Southampton. Leeds United 0, Southampton 1. And what did I say? I've been saying it for months now. Leeds United will lose in the playoff final. I said it a few weeks ago that Leeds United will probably face against Southampton and lose in the playoff final. And just what happened, we lost against Southampton. And Wembley just isn't the stadium for us, is it? Leeds United haven't scored their last 3 matches at Wembley. Which is disappointing. Obviously, we won in 1992 in the Community Shield. 1996, we lost against Villa at the old Wembley. So, I mean, this new Wembley hasn't been very good for us. But yeah, I thought I wouldn't be upset. I thought I wouldn't be frustrated or angry or anything, or like just feel like, ugh, but I actually was. I mean, that last 10 minutes really hit me thinking, oh no, we're gonna not go up. And then obviously watching Southampton lift the trophy, have all their celebrations, it was really not great to see. I mean, I have to admit, I didn't think I'd be upset, but I mean, it did kind of get to me that we couldn't finish the job, and that's just Leeds United's history. We can't ever finish the job. Think about our history in the FA Cup. We reached 4 FA Cup finals, is it? And we've only won once. Think about all the times we finished second in the first division and couldn't finish first. Think about all the times we've had in Europe and all this kind of stuff. We just can't finish the job. We are basically the Spurs of the North. We Spurs it up all the time. And it's really frustrating. And that's the feeling that I had after the match. Frustration. It was proper frustration. And I think it's because they just didn't turn up. Southampton deserved to go up. They won. But Leeds just didn't turn up. The only player turned up was Stan James, and he only made an appearance with 20 minutes to go. He obviously had that cracking shot that hit the crossbar. Unfortunately, it didn't go in. He was very unlucky. He got that head injury. I thought he was the best player on the pitch when he came on and throughout the game. But, I mean, we just didn't turn up. Summerfield got subbed off. Nonto got subbed off. Matteo Joseph only had about 8 minutes to make a difference, which is very short amount of time. So, yeah, it is very disappointing. It was very disappointing. Now I'm over it. Now, okay, fine, we're going to be in the Championship for another season. It's going to be tougher. Obviously, we'll probably get rid of quite a few players. Maybe Gray will leave. Obviously, Prague has spoken this week about Gray, and like he wasn't saying 100% he'll be staying. So it'd be interesting to see over the summer period what will happen. Apparently, Gray wants to stay in Leeds, but like he'll understand if a huge offer comes in, then that's something else. So yeah, Nonto will probably leave. I think a lot of fans have realised that, and so will Somerville. But it'd be interesting to see if Rutter will stick around. Connor Roberts has gone back to Burnley. I can't see him being loaned back to Leeds, especially being in the same division as Leeds United next season. Now, it's going to be interesting, the Championship next season, because it is a season where we need to get top 2, because if we don't get top 2, that parachute payments will get reduced, and it's getting reduced also this year, but it's going to be a lot tougher. The finances won't be as healthy as they are now, and we really need to go up. And I think Phil Hay said on the podcast on the Square Ball a couple of days ago, basically, if we don't go up this season, he can't see a third season of Farke being in charge. So it's basically do or die for Daniel Farke this season. I think if he has a slow start to the season, he'll get the sack. I think the 49ers are desperate for Leeds to get promoted. But yeah, it's nice to hear Prague speak about the finances, saying they'll comply to it and they don't want to do anything dodgy like other clubs have done. So yeah, I mean, that's good to see. And as I say, next season's going to be a hella interesting season with Burnley going down, with Luton and Sheffield United. It's going to be interesting to see how Leeds can compete against those teams. I think the only team that will be competition for Leeds United getting in the top 2 or finishing as champions is Burnley. Obviously, Company has moved to Bayern Munich, so it'll be interesting to see if they can get someone or like a good coach, a Premier League or top Championship coach in for them. I think if they do, they've got a very good chance of going up, especially in top 2. If not, it'd be interesting to see how they do. I mean, I think Leeds United will do better than Sheffield United. I don't rate them. I don't rate Chris Wilder. I think they'll probably get playoffs or maybe just miss out, but I don't think they'll get promoted. Luton, I like Luton, so it'd be nice to see them in the mix, I guess. But I mean, obviously, I'd rather Leeds go up if it was against Luton and all that kind of stuff. Maybe Leeds, Luton as top two, and Burnley go promoted through the playoffs. That'd be, I guess, nice. But it's too early to say. Obviously, be interesting to see which players will be coming in. Could Meslier be staying at Leeds next season? Will Firpo? There's been talks that Firpo is likely to leave this summer, so that's interesting. We'll have to get a left back, even that we needed a left back for all these years. But yeah, I mean, look at Leif Davis, Premier League left back. Whilst potentially, who knows who's going to play left back first next season. But I mean, a lot of players are leaving. As you know, Dallas has retired. He hasn't played for us for the last couple of seasons due to his injury. Luke Haling's obviously joined Middlesbrough permanently. Lewis Spate is out of contract. Shackleton is also out of contract, isn't he, this summer, as well as Liam Cooper. So we'll have to bring players in, and Prague knows that. He says players will be coming in the summer. I think he also mentioned that players will also be going out. But yeah, we need to add to this squad. Ampadu has been great, I think, this season. I think he'll be sticking around. Joe Rodon, it'd be interesting to see about him, because I think he's reaching his last year of his contract. I think if he does leave Spurs on a permanent deal, they'll want to fee for him. So could we see Joe Rodon next season? Not a clue. Obviously, Connor Roberts won't be coming back, I don't think, or Anthony, but obviously we can use that loan market to bring in players which Leeds United haven't done successfully in recent years. I mean, this season they did all right with bringing Rodon in, and obviously the other year Ben White, but Connor Roberts hasn't really played this season. Spence came in the summer, he left in January, didn't really do much for Leeds United. So we have to loan players who are actually going to help our team. Now, talking about Leeds United, they have announced a friendly against Valencia at Ellen Road in August. Now, that's nice to see. We haven't had a friendly, I don't think, at Ellen Road for a couple of seasons. We've been playing at the York Community Stadium, or we've been playing away in Germany, is it? And all this kind of stuff. Obviously, last season we played Hearts away. So, yeah, nice to see a friendly back at Ellen Road against Valencia. So that's something. Also, obviously, there's been investment. There has been an investment from Red Bull. They have invested a lot into the club. They will be our new shirt sponsors for Leeds United, Red Bull. I think it's the biggest commercial deal, something like that, in English Football League history. So Leeds United are raking in that money from Red Bull. I think they're also investing a lot into the club. They are minority stakeholders, shareholders, whatever. They've invested. They've got a minority share over Leeds United, but they aren't on the board, and they aren't going to be changing the club name or badge as of yet. That's what we've been told. They're not changing the club name or board. However, Leeds United fans are a bit worried in the future that might change. They might invest more money. They might become board members and all this kind of stuff, and then eventually own the club, and then they might rebrand it, which Leeds United fans don't want to see. That's something we don't want at our club. So yeah, that's really basically a roundup of Leeds United's week. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Remember to check us out on social media, and I'll catch you later.